All right, we are live. Hello and welcome to IPLCast 76, coming to you from the slightly too cold for comfort, wintry side of Sydney, and only Sydney this time. Um, Katie is out somewhere, so it's just myself and Megan. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's not the yeah,
Hooray.
hooray! It's been an okay couple of weeks. What has been happening? Metopia is out, much to my joy. Um, what else has been happening? We've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. Quite
We
a lot.
have
Yeah, it's quite
lots
good.
of FF14.
And also, like, I have been playing a lot of Pokemon, which is funny. Like, it's at this point when you realize that maybe the payment plan for Pokemon Bank really, like, it's like it's a nothing every year, but you still wish you could just get multiple years so you wouldn't have to remember to do it,
Yeah,
because it's such a complicated payment process to go through every
yeah.
single year.
They need a subscription service.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd just rather purchase multiple years. But yeah, it's managed to trade some Pokemon with our friend, uh, who's playing the game, much I guess to the excitement of the person we originally gave the game to.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We'll give him Ultra Moon. We're giving him Ultra Moon when it comes out. I think that's
We're
where it's
gonna give
going.
him the games now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not even gonna disguise it as this is going to your daughter. This is just we know who's playing the game when no one's looking.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's get started. There is one external headline and one internal headline to go through, and the external headline is a doozy.
Pokemon Go, blah blah. Pokemon Go Fest and other news. Niantic, developers of Pokemon Go, recently launched their festival, Pokemon Go Fest, in Chicago, promising awesome activities, the launch of legendary Pokemon, and other goodies. But what resulted instead left some media outlets calling it a failure and has led to at least 2 dozen people threatening to file a class action lawsuit against Niantic. The trouble began when Pokemon Go servers ran into issues just as activities began, and spotty cellular reception exacerbated the inability of players to log in. Niantic CEO John Hank came out to address the crowd to a combination of cheers and boos, and continuous calls from people in the crowd of "We can't play" could be heard. Niantic has attempted to rectify the events by offering people full refunds of the game, as well as $100 worth of Pokecoin credit. In addition, the activity radius for events with Pokemon Go Fest was extended to some 4 kilometers outside Grant Park. By the latter half of the festival weekend, legendary raids had started to appear, and it would seem that for those that struck it out, Articuno and Lugia could be had, and in some abundance. Some people who had travelled quite a significant distance to get there are planning to recoup their expenses through a class action lawsuit. As a result of the issues Niantic has encountered in Pokemon Go Fest, they have decided to postpone their next major set of events, a series of Safari Zone encounters in Europe. What hasn't been delayed are the announcements for the legendary birds appearing in raids all over the world. The dates are as follows. Articuno, now until now. As we're streaming this, hurry. As that's July 31st.
Yep.
Moltres is July 31st to August 7th, and Zapdos, August 7th to August 14th. Incidental to this is that Team Instinct leader and majestic internet beloved meme lord, Spark, went missing for a few days. Instinct members attempting to appraise their Pokemon got greeted with Candela instead. Much speculation erupted about this from Instinct diehards, and Niantic finally revealed that Spark was on his way back, but not why he vanished.
Interesting.
I suspect he sulked because they came last.
Oh, but he's the source of joy and encouragement and stuff to.
And sometimes they get sad.
I know.
We
Even
made the meme lord sad.
that's that's the world we live in now. We made the meme lord sad. But let's talk about Pokemon Go Fest. Either of us
What's
weren't
odds?
there, huh?
Poor sods.
Yeah, I know. Either with
Basically, what happened there is what happened to everyone when the game first came out,
yep, it's like
in
it
the
wasn't
sense
the
that
anniversary
too
of the
many
game or
too many
anything.
people tried to log in and Niantic couldn't handle it. So after all that gushing about how they've got a grip on this now, no, they don't.
No, they don't. It's
They
just
just they just have less people playing.
happy anniversary, Niantic. Screw you. Get your server infrastructure in check. Come on. So, like, I mean, here's the thing, right? Pokemon Go is a game played mostly by adults. Let's not even deny that.
Mm.
Like a lot of the
I
a
don't think
lot
anyone's denying it.
yeah, a lot of the audience for this game is an adult audience. A lot of the people who are playing this game are white collar professionals, and quite a bit of those white collar professionals are people who have some knowledge about IT and server infrastructure, and even they will tell you that you are not prepared. It's
Yeah.
understandable that you may not have been prepared during the launch.
No,
Be-
like that's fair. No one could have expected this to explode the way it did.
yep.
But at this point, they know what their weaknesses are.
Exactly. You are a year in. You are a year in. You have implemented all of these various big things. I am grateful for the big update. The update to the gyms was really good. The extra berries are good. The raid things, I haven't done raid battles yet, but I'm looking
Because you can't get enough people together
I'm
that
looking
still
for
play the
raid
game.
I'm looking for raid well, no, it's just that I haven't had time to actually raid battle.
Mm,
Like
that
I
too.
I haven't
But
been in a situation.
they advise that you have like 10 people with you.
Not
Who knows 10 people that still play this?
They advise that you go get 10 people if you have a 5-star raid to tackle, but you can do the 1 to 3 star raids easy.
Still.
Yeah. But yeah, having said that, it's like there's a lot of coordination required, and I'm like, okay, I'm mobile, I need to coordinate. How do I coordinate with people? Oh, I can use my phone, but I can't play the game while I'm coordinating with people. Can I, Niantic? They're like, well, use Pokemon Go Plus, and I'm like, yeah, if you had it in stock, I can't find it
And also,
anywhere.
it didn't cost $60 because I'm not paying
If
60
it
bucks.
didn't cost like if it didn't cost double the price to buy here, we wouldn't
If
be
it
waiting.
if it didn't cost the actual price of a main series Pokemon game.
Like, what was it? The only reason we're getting it in Japan is because it's A, available, and B, it's not $60.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of like, come on, what were you expecting? The thing doesn't even work like a device that I would pay $60 for.
No, it is not worth 60 bucks.
Like if it was a $60 accessory that I could carry around and actually have it act as a proper utility, give me something to look at instead of a color LED on the thing. Yeah, I'd probably consider it. But yeah, it's not $60. It's a plastic shell with a
Mm,
Bluetooth 4.0 low power transmitter and a light, right?
mm.
My headset has those components as well, but it also has the added functionality of being able to transmit sound for 22 hours. Um, yeah, it's like a lot of the stuff that has been happening here is really questionable, and it's really bizarre too because like Niantic like isn't this phenomenally stupid. They've been running Ingress for quite a long time. Like that was where my initial confidence came from. It
Mm.
was you guys have run this event before.
Yeah.
You're clearly the
Like,
pioneers in this technology.
they're aware of what goes into this technology, what the weaknesses are, what's required for it, and after the initial launching, they're aware of what numbers that they can draw for this sort of thing.
Exactly. So it's like you know what your audience is. You know that your audience will have a major draw. You know that it's gonna bring it in. Who are the people that you need to get rid of?
Yeah. Like, If anything, this is even worse because while the initial launch was a surprise, in this case, people had to buy tickets. So Niantic knew exactly how many people would be coming and how many people would be gathering in this one spot to play the game.
They had a couple of things running against them at this point. One, they had server issues. Server issues, that's inexcusable. You
Yeah.
should have had your server set up when that happened. The second part was they had spotty mobile reception. Now that's
That's
not
also
Niantic.
their fault because they should know what the reception is like in the place where they're setting up a GPS mobile game. Like, that'd be saying, oh, it's not their fault because they set up this sort of thing in the middle of museum station, like that area. That area has terrible reception.
No, 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 no,
You're an
no.
idiot to set up there.
If this is in the middle of a wide open park in the middle of
Yes,
Illinois.
but you check the reception.
I would imagine that this is like setting it up in Hyde Park in the city. You're going. This is the most decent reception you're going to get in the giant urban area.
Yes,
And it's like
you check the reception. You make sure it works.
no, no, no. But this is what I mean is that the problem with a lot of this isn't the GPS. Um, it's the fact that a lot of because city networks tend to run on one or more providers, and you've had people coming in. What I think actually happened here was that what they didn't do was they didn't run a feasibility study on the amount of people that would turn up and the impact that would have on cell sites.
Mm,
Now that should have been a thing that Niantic should have coordinated with your mobile providers. They should have
yeah.
gone to Sprint. They should have gone to Verizon. They should have gone to AT&T and said, "Hey guys, we're about to send a whole bunch of mobile data loving GPS using nerds to Chicago. Could you check if your network infrastructure supports this, or if we're just about to dump a whole bunch on you and blame you for it later on?"
Mm.
I mean, it was pretty brave for John Hankey to come out to a crowd that was already pissed off at him.
That was pretty brave.
Yeah, that was pretty brave. That was yeah, he'd better have done that, or I would have called him a coward. But
I admire him for doing this, but if he didn't,
no, actually, no. He did. Like, I admire him that he came out. Like, props to him for actually coming
mm.
out. Um, if he didn't, yeah, definitely, I would have. That's it. He backed out. Um, but trying to address a crowd when people are calling at you and saying we can't play is kind of heartbreaking, isn't it, John?
Mm.
Maybe actually do try and fix the game. Um, like full refunds for sorry, not full refunds of the game. It's full refunds of the ticket prices. Ticket prices were apparently $20 per person.
Originally, they went on sale for $20, but apparently scalpers bumped the price up to like 400.
Yeah, here's the problem. If you bought your tickets off scalpers, you're not getting your money back.
Yeah.
And this, kids, is why you don't buy off scalpers, no matter how desperate you get. Because if the tickets are duds, you don't get your money back.
Also, if nobody bought from scalpers, there'd be no business and there'd be no scalpers.
So like, yeah. So the whole thing with this is that they got the refunds for the tickets back for those who could get the refunds, but you still paid money to get there. You paid money in gas. You paid
Yeah.
money in like
Some
flights.
people traveled quite a way.
I would have imagined there were some Aussies that flew all the way over to Chicago for this thing.
Probably.
That's a that's a transcont. That's not a transcontinental flight. That's just an intercontinental flight altogether. Like considering it's halfway across the world to get to Chicago from here, that's not light. And they're
Mm.
like, okay, well, sorry, here you go, have your
Have
20
your
US
20 bucks
dollars back,
back.
and have $100 worth of Pokecoin credit to use while you're in Chicago, which, by the way, you can't because the reception's so crap right now. Huh? Um, again, they extended the activity radius for the events within Pokemon Go Fest, so you could go well outside Grant Park, take availability, they'd be able to distribute the cellular data load all over what would be an 8 kilometer diameter circle around Grant Park.
Mm.
And I'm like, all right, that's fair enough. You should have done that to begin with.
Eh,
That
they should have been able to handle the load to begin with.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, like I mean, if you were already encountering load, you should have done this as the backup measure, right? It's like
Well,
it.
it was done as the backup measure.
No, it was done as the apology measure.
Mm.
They did this, and they extended the duration of the events as an apology to what happened, as opposed
Mm.
to it's not working. Let's trigger a second wave.
Mm. Okay.
Right. So, anyway, by the latter half of the weekend, Articuno and Lugia started to appear. Obviously, there were less people. People had started heading out. Festival was more or less considered done with. Um, I've seen people catch multiple Articuno. I don't know if I should be annoyed or jealous. Um, I've seen Lugia. It's well, I mean, you know, congratulations to everybody that got an Articuno. I've seen some people just plain got an Articuno.
I know people who went to the festival got a Lugia, which was a part of the apology,
Hmm.
but I don't think anyone was handed an Articuno.
Yeah. In any case, I think apparently the raid encounters with Articuno went over super easy. I think that
Probably.
I think
I
they
imagine they would have just because of the number of people that were there.
yeah. So that's done. Obviously, Niantic's not out of hot water yet. There
Mm.
are calls for a class action lawsuit. People are threatening to file one. I mean, that's what you get, man. You planned it. This is an event.
Mm.
I did. My news app actually called it the Fire Festival of Video Games. I wouldn't call it that bad. This wasn't a humanitarian level disaster. They were still in the middle of Chicago. They were
Yeah.
just heartbroken, right? They weren't stranded in the middle of the freaking Bahamas.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's. I mean, it's a really sad thing to see. We were really looking forward to seeing what was going to happen at Pokemon Go Fest. We're like, okay, we're really
Mm. Yes,
excited for
clearly
that.
we have suffered the most.
Yes. No, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, stop that.
What?
My God, you're vindictive tonight. The people that the people who have attended Pokemon Go Fest have really gone through a lot of it. But it's like I'm pretty disappointed that as a whole the like this just sharply brings us back to the problems we had last year.
Mm.
Um, the app still crashes. There's still connectivity issues. The GPS is all over the place for some reason, despite the fact that all of my other GPS programs work as intended.
Mm. Mm. Very
Uh,
true.
I mean, like I use other geolocation apps. I use Munzie. I use like geocaching, and these things are point precise. What the hell is going on with the What the hell is going on with the Pokemon Go one?
Mm. Mm.
Is it so reliant on being Is it so reliant on being server side that it's completely a detriment to play? Um, like it's a completely a detriment to play when you're playing it properly, right?
Mm. Mm.
If you're playing it the legit way, why is it so hard to freaking play it the legit way?
Very true.
Anyway, they've decided to postpone their next major set of events, the Safari Zone events in Europe. Good. I'm. They can't do anything to prevent the Pikachu events in Yokohama because hey, Pokemon Company and the Pikachu outbreak in Yokohama in
Mm.
August, so they're stuck there. But I'm just wow. That's I don't know. I haven't really been playing the game as much as I wanted to after the big update, because it's really not holding my attention. It's not bringing enough improvement to the game that it's like this is something I would like to have as a standby when I'm not doing anything. Um,
I personally haven't been playing it just because I find it difficult to stare at my phone the entire time while trying to walk down a busy street in the city.
I know, right? And it's not like notifications don't work on this thing. I can obviously reply to stuff. I can watch stuff. like without having to unlock my phone.
Mm.
I find it
I
really.
imagine it'd be a lot easier if and when we have the Pokemon Go Plus devices, but mm,
But yeah, you gotta think about that. Do you? But think about this as far as the user bases, right? I mean, like for us, it's like okay, cool. We'll go to Japan. We'll get the thing because we're going to Japan anyway,
mm,
right? But the question is that that's not the solution for everyone.
it's not,
It's
no.
you can't say, oh, by the way, if you want to play the game decently, there's a $40 paywall. Come on, guys. Sonic Team did that. That's horrible.
Mm,
Not Sonic Team, but like Sega did that with
yeah.
Sonic Boom to get the extra stuff. It's like seriously, that's a poor showing. It's it makes Pokemon. It basically makes us remember that when the Pokemon Company works on its own properties free of any influence, we
Mm,
really like it. And when they try and collaborate with someone, the results are always mixed. See Genius Sorority for games like what is it? Hey You Pikachu and Pokemon Battle Revolution. Namco Bandai for games like Tekken Tournament, which again is a great game for people who really enjoy it, but it doesn't have the same cultural mass appeal as the main series games. This is the
I
one
think you're
product.
just saying that because we're not personally into fighting games.
Well, no, I mean I'm saying that as well because like we're not into it, but like so is a very large network of people that I know who own the Switch.
Yeah, but enough people are clearly into these sorts of games that it's quite popular.
Yeah, I'm saying no, but what I'm saying is it's always a mixed reception with these because while it's really successful with that party at large, it's
Mm,
if you look at the sales numbers, it doesn't garner the same numbers as say the Mystery Dungeon series in comparison, and the
mm.
main series again in comparison. Go had the opportunity to actually be a like the
Pokemon Go was the Pokemon MMO that everyone has been asking for years, and it's at the point where we want to love this game. Even now, after all the shit that we've put up with, we want to love this game, and it won't let us love the game.
yeah, I know, right? It's
I want
like
to love this game. I want to be so into this game because this is the Pokemon MMO of my dreams, but it won't let me love the game.
I know. It's like I don't even like the throw mechanic. I
I
just
want trading, I want battling, I want connectivity, I want connective stability.
I want my turn-based battle.
I want to be able to play it without walking into people on the street.
Yeah, I want to play it without having to run into objects. What we're saying is we're sad. All right, that's the end of the sorry, that's the end of the external headlines. Shall we go to the internal headlines?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is the last day for ranking season 2 battle requests. So if you haven't put one in, you can't anymore after tomorrow. We can't. I'm still trying to solve the whole thing with the with Photo Bucket deciding to completely screw everybody over. I've managed to get most of the images back down. I just have to get the images back up. Um, hopefully, but yeah,
Mm.
it's going to get there eventually. It's just not there yet. Um, in addition, the next event is going to come up proper tomorrow. So look out for that one. And also, if you're not on the Discord, please go on the Discord. People are there. People are actually it's not active. There's like the IPL isn't crazy busy. Again, we're trying to keep a relaxed pace throughout the rest of the year. But do say hello. I do like seeing people there, and I do like having chats with people. When conversation starts, I'm usually in. So go and say hello, and also Photo Bucket, screw you. Um, and that's it. That's all we've got for IPL Cast 76, the spirit of 76.
Hooray!
Hooray! Wherever you are, Katie. There we go. We did it. Yay! All right. So we'll likely catch you for IPLcast 77 when hopefully we'll have more joyous news. Hopefully, I'm really hoping they just drop something about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like at this point, we're like, okay, so are we just getting rehashed versions like 1.5s of the originals? Like actually tell us what's like tease us a feature, something that can get me excited about the game.
Yeah, if we're lucky, the September leaks of Korokoro might have something.
The September leaks?
Yeah, well, they come in middle of August.
Oh right. Oh frack. I'm expecting. You know what? Korokoro's not been that great with the leaks the past few months, to be perfectly honest.
No, well, nothing's been happening.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the last time Korokoro tried to make up shit, we got mad at them.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Uh, we're counting down until the purchase of the second Switch.
Oh God, I hope Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are actually worth it because at this point we could probably just like share.
Yeah, yeah,
Because these games aren't amazing, we might as well just share.
yeah. At this point, all eyes will turn towards the Switch and go, "What do you have for us? And how the hell will this work without dual screens?" An entire generation of people asked without realizing that this game came from the Game Boy generation.
I'm just interested to see how they handle the connectivity that the other games have.
Okay, so the Switch I think actually has ad hoc connectivity. It's really good. It's 4-player connectivity.
Not that kind of connectivity. I mean, like the Street Pass stuff.
Here's the thing though. Ultra Sun and sorry, not Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Sun and Moon. What Street Pass functionality was there?
That's true, but it did have. Yeah, I guess the Switch could do that. It had that thing where if you were near somebody, then they'd sort of pop up and then you could fight them.
Yeah.
Or was that just X and Y?
That was just X and Y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not even in Sun and Moon, I think. Sun and Moon had something called Quick Link. Remember?
Oh no, it's got that plaza area that's supposed to be able to pick up people that are near.
But no, that's no, it doesn't pick up people that are near you. It just picks random people.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah. So it prioritizes people in your friends list, but it will pick up random people otherwise. And they can that problem can easily be solved because all the Switch needs to do is look at your user's friend list, and then pull the rest.
That's true.
Because the functionality on the Switch, how to add friends by far is way easier than what I had for the 3DS.
It is. That is very true.
So, I'm excited for what can come on the Switch. I'm looking forward to see how they tackle each of the challenges. And if they pull a Nintendo on me, I'll be disappointed, but I'll buy the game anyway.
Yeah.
But does this mean that they will increase the price point of the game?
Oh, there's a thought.
Ooh, from $60 to $80.
We would still buy it.
Well,
I'm sure at some point we'll bitch about it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That is what this show is, after all.
Oh, this is, yes. So here's the thing, right? I think I talked about the our current Switch being the $500 Zelda machine.
Yep.
That's what you called it.
Still is.
Yeah, it's like the $600.
We've got Mario Kart. That's about it.
We have 2 games.
It's still the Zelda machine because
Oh no, we have 3
Mario
games.
Kart.
I bought Snipper Clips.
Oh yeah, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That party game that you play for about 5 minutes when you're bored.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Kart is like the game that you play for like 10 minutes when you're not playing Zelda.
Yeah.
When you actually play the Switch.
Between Zelda.
Yeah. And then this is going to be the $500 Pokemon machine. Oh, what have our lives come to? Anyway, see you at 77.
Bye. Whatever our lives come to. Bye.
I don't know what I'm even doing anymore.